after everybody. This is Mr. Menefee. And we sitting over here today having our Pen Pointe Podcast, talking about the education of commercial real estate once again, commercial loans, commercial financing, everything that have to do with the commercial industry, real estate. Today we have a special guest of ours and a good friend of mine, Mr. Antonio Johnson. He's the owner and founder of Certified Roofing, one of the gentlemen we did business with. And so, you know how we do over here at Pen Pointe, we just gonna jump right on into it. Antonio, how you doing today?
I'm good, man. Good to be in your presence, boss.
Okay then. I tell you what, listen, we're gonna do a toast right quick.
To Pen Pointe.
And to Certified Roofing.
Absolutely.
And to minority business owners.
Black excellence. That's what we do.
So the reason why we got you here today, prior to us meeting, and actually met through one of the agents here, one of our commercial real estate agents here, and Kimberly, who helped you get everything started and stuff with your own business.
8 years ago.
Right.
8 years.
And the way you came to us, it was saying that you had a couple of difficulties with trying to obtain financing to get your business to that next plateau, even though you was doing very well.
Trying to get ready to expand the business and grow.
It's right.
They gave me the myth that they giving everybody else, which is first 5. Well, that's not a myth. First 5 years of business goes down. So you need to have operating capital. You need to be able to expand and grow your business. So my business started. It grew really fast. So I didn't expect to grow so fast. With that growth, I needed to get some operating capital. So I went to Bank of America, who I've been dealing with. You know, I've been depositing $2 million a year for the first 3-4 years. I'm thinking I'm doing good business or whatever. So just started brand new.
Those are deposits that's going through your account.
Absolutely.
From your business.
They have the
annual deposits.
Annual deposits.
Totaling up to $2-3 million a year from
the
job.
very first start of business.
Right.
So I go there about year 3, you know, I'm starting to expand and grow. I need to start getting my guys truck, you know, I was more into building my guys up versus, you know, I was just getting into building the business up. So to do that, I had to, you know, do things for my people to get them up to par. And I went to Bank of America. They said you need a credit score of 650 and I think it was like $2-3 million in revenue for them to give me a line of credit. And 5 years of business. I went back in 5 years of business and couldn't get nothing from them. I'm like, so what should my credit score now? It's a 720. Been in business for over 5 years, and they still deny me. Couldn't even get a line of credit. You know, right now I'm growing. I went through the pitfalls of business. I went through the ups and downs. Yeah, I went through all of that. Made it happen, did my thing. So now I'm looking for this line of credit because I'm ready to. I understand what I'm doing now. I'm growing. So I'm trying to expand. Couldn't do nothing. Kim told me about you. She said, you know, I got this guy here, JL, man. I'm working for him. Very sharp, Pen Pointe Foundation. What else? I'm like, this point, you know, what I got to lose? Let me go try. Came and met you. I think it was like 6 months later.
Yeah. Well, actually, be exactly like 5 months.
5 months later, 5. You know, 6 months later, I had a $300,000 line of credit with
unsecured.
Brand bank. I mean,
but prior to coming to Pen Pointe, you also went through a few other places.
No one would give me a line of credit anywhere to expand and grow my business. And to start a business doing $2 million a year, I thought was pretty good.
Well,
you know,
think that's like damn good.
yeah. You know, I'm like damn on my first year project. Good. You know, I'm
especially being a minority business.
I'm a freshman in the game. You know, I'm out here. I'm just trying to get this thing started. So I started going from $2-3 million, and for 3 years straight, man, I stayed at 3 million, 3.1, 3.2. I never could grow past that point. My growth had stopped.
Right.
So I knew then I needed the additional funds to, you know, to expand the business and grow the way I needed to. So, long story short, anyway, once I met up with you, man, now my business is growing. I gotten up to $5 million a year now. You know what I'm saying? It's just expanding the ideas, the things that I'm doing now. I'm getting into more commercial real estate. able to do that, working with the government now. So
yeah, expound on that, because we had a show about veterans, and you are a veteran. And appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
We like to tell all our
United States
that.
Marine Corps, 1995, 1999, 5 years in service, 3 years sergeant.
There you go. Okay.
So I've been a hustler. I've been there. I was built for this thing.
The last engineer we had, Gus. Gus. He was in the military for 8 years.
Absolutely.
But he was saying how a lot of Marines, a lot of veterans, be you a Marine, Army, Navy,
right,
was not awarded an opportunity or didn't know anything about how to get their business started. And one thing that your success story as far as with it, like even right before I remember, or right during the time when we finalized the deal on your unsecured loan, you got, if you could tell them how you did your VA and took your VA benefits and how it has helped you with your business with certified roofing, getting the VA contracts, which is a lot of guys in the military would like to know that.
Absolutely. So, being a disabled veteran or whatever, I'm getting a little 20-30%. So it enabled me, it gave me the rights to become a disabled veteran. Well, me hiring one of my vice president, Frank Haynes, he came through and we started, he come from the car business. So he brought along the commercial, and he saw how the car business, how the commercial world came over and took over the car business, and he said the same thing's gonna happen in the roofing business. So we ended up getting set up with the DBE certification and the MBE, and starting getting all these cage codes, starting to be able to do work for the government. It's all about the paperwork. You get your paperwork right, you'll be all right. So he did the paperwork, got me through that. So then one thing led to the next. Like I said, as we're growing, I was able to get my VA certification. And once I did that, it opened up everything in the commercial world, which is what me and you gonna partner in at, because now I'm actually in the commercial business now.
Right.
So, yeah.
So you done move. I mean, you're still
doing residential. This is fine, but I've kind of turned it over to my team. They do the residential, whatever. Now I'm more into the commercial, which is, that's the big money. That's the big jobs. This is how you really can expand your company. We actually getting ready now to build our whole office now. So with the line of credit, now I'm able to start at certified trees, which I got a tree service getting ready to launch. Matter of fact, this week we got to get the truck wrapped. We were able to buy a boom truck. I mean, we just expanded. I sent 2 of my guys. They went to certified restoration. So we got the certified roofing and gutter, certified contractor, certified trees, and the certified restoration. All getting. I started 4 businesses within my business. So anything dealing with catastrophe, they're gonna have to come see me.
Okay, so you started off with certified roofing, doing the roofing because that was your expertise.
Absolutely.
And then once the blessing came, I like to call it blessing.
The blessing, it was true indeed.
Oh,
you don't know how big of a blessing that's about to be, though. Oh my God!
So we glad
I owe you, sir. I owe you. Hey,
now you gotta thank God.
Hey, I owe you, boss. You have no idea how much you bless me. I tell you that, but I don't tell you that enough.
Right.
I believe. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell anybody, man, your expertise, your knowledge, your experience. Even the conversation we had, the things you done for your people, how you came from Houston, how you came to Atlanta and just started your business, your whole testimony, you don't understand. Like, I think about it a lot.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I think about the conversation we had, the late nights we sitting outside talking, we fellowshipping. Right. It's more to business than just doing a transaction.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The relationship, everything that we build, so it made everything easy.
And that's one of the things at Pen Pointe we like to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
We don't just like to provide alone the services to help you get to your next plateau. We like to educate you on that.
Absolutely, yes.
Because whether you come to Pen Pointe or not, we want to make sure that you're educated enough to know your next step and know how not to get turned down. You see, that's the main thing. And my point that I wanted to make with you doing the transformation, being able to enable you, the funds that you receive, enabled you to grow your business. Yes. And then one of the biggest things that I seen you do with the funds is with those government contracts. I know on one of the shows, our engineer Gus, he asked, how can, if you're a veteran, which angle to go to start applying for your VA, any type of VA benefits, and you kind of.
Yeah, you want, like I was telling you, the cage code. Once you get this, you got to get registered with the government, and what you need is a number called a cage code. Once you get your cage code, then you can go out there, whatever you're, whatever you're specialized in, you can start going after those government entities, and you can get approved. But you got to have a cage code first, and then once you get that, you can go from VA to.
And what is a cage code that they might want to know about?
It's just a government registered number. Just something that you have to get when you first start doing business with the government. Because everything you do is go back to that cage code.
So
that's how it's kind of like how they track you, how they keep up with you, how it's just a government strictly by the numbers.
Right, and they got to deal with minority business.
Absolutely. Well, that's the MBE.
The MBE.
Yep. And then I got a DBE certification, disabled business entity, which is something good too. So even with every entity of the government that we're doing, we're finding out that they have to give us 33% of whatever contracts they get throughout the year.
Right.
So we're entitled to a lot of work. Like we met this one guy, he got a bid for $35 million. So he has to give a DBE certified company has to get 33% of that business, which happened to be us. So I'll take the note.
Cause do y'all have to bid on it?
Some of it you bid, some of it they can just give it to you. So like right now, I do a lot of work in Alabama, Tuscaloosa and Birmingham at the VA. So what they'll do is once you start working with them, they check your work, make sure you're good, and make sure all your everything's good. They'll start doing credit card purchases, meaning they'll just take a job. Hey, this is $70,000. Go do this, and it's called a credit card. But they don't have to bid it out; they just give it to you. So all of these small little pockets and just add up, and next thing you know, your business went from $5 million to $40 million.
And there's one thing about the bonds. I know you came to assist you with the
surety bond.
Okay, the surety bond, and then you had another performance bond. You had to acquire a surety bond and performance bond. You want to tell us a lot of them guys out there who had small businesses who happen to be veterans.
First thing you need to do is make sure your books is in order. Make sure your finance, you pay your bills. Now, I understand.
Number one thing.
Pay your bills.
Pay your bills.
You have to pay your bills. I mean, all of that money is not yours. You have to pay your bills. You have to make sure your books in order because you can't get a bond without them checking your finances. So once they check your finances, they're going to want 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, year statement, tax return. You got to pay your taxes. You're not paying your taxes, you can't get no surety bond. So all of these things will affect you getting the $3 million job that you want. Because once you get one of those, you're home free. Now you starting to evolve. Now you starting to grow. Now you starting to become who you are. What Drake says, you know it's real when you are who you think you are.
Yeah. Hey,
that's what I'm running into now.
Yeah, we all gonna experience. We all gonna experience that, which we'll talk about that on the next episode.
Absolutely.
That's one of the things that I share with a lot of small minority business owners, especially me experiencing what I experienced in the past. And thinking you got some money, how we think we got some money.
Get a little couple $1 million and you think
you might be worth
that ain't it. I'm hungry out here, boss.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
I can't stop out here. 500 million. Hey, you have
until
no
you
idea.
Become that Fortune 500.
You think I care about 5 million? No. I'm on 50. When I hit 50, we want 100. We got a lot of people to take care of. A lot of dreams.
Gotta have the ambition, and you want to start.
Got to be a vision,
man. Exactly. Build a business. And I see another thing you touched on that we talked about in one of the shows, multiple streams of income.
Absolutely.
And you build multiple streams of income within your business.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And then out here being in Georgia, of course, tree business is big. And of course, everything's an obstacle once you get out there. But it's that hustle that I know you got. Because I know one thing you do with all of your employees, what you do, when you buy them trucks, for all his employees, buy them trucks, he wrap them, he make sure he give them everything, every tool that he needs.
I need you to be successful.
Because he makes sure and ensure that who's ever representing certified roofing has a certain status. And
Absolutely.
I know you helped a lot of guys who didn't even have vehicles.
That's why
when you employed them, you gave them their own trucks. So now not only do you allow them to take them home and not park them, you allow them to use it for their personal use too.
I'm trying
so you
to
actually
show
give
you,
it back to the community.
I'm trying to show them how I'm partnering up with you. It's not just you working for me. We become a partnership. You don't have a vehicle. You need training. We doing all of that in-house. Go back to the trees for a second. Last year, storm came through, and I think I paid this guy almost $100,000 in 2 months cutting trees. Insurance companies paying $6,000 to $10,000 a tree to land on your home. And my guys, we just paying this guy. I'm like, I'm letting too much money go through my hands. I'm in control of everything. So certified trees has to come into existence ASAP.
Right.
It was just a no-brainer for me. I'm the more I got to looking at things, I had to sit back and analyze. So I like to go out the country a lot, just to get away. You know how busy.
You kind of love to go out the country.
I love to go out the
Yeah,
country.
like the big difference.
No.
Every time I call you,
I can't breathe here. I can't breathe here. I have to get away.
It is international.
Hey, I can't breathe here, so I had to. I'm out. Right. Every chance I get. So I'm getting away. Me and my partner Antoine, been best friend for a long time, man. We get away and we just sit around brainstorm. We drink. We just lose. Man, we got to thinking about all the money that went through and how can we capitalize and how can we grow and how can we make things better at home. So even when I got the line of credit, it said, okay, that's when I got to come back to you. Now I'm getting ready to build. I got an office, beautiful, nice office, tile, but I need that to be mine now.
Right.
Yes, I need to own I want to own everything 100%.
And you're currently working with both of the agents.
Absolutely. We find all I'm wanting to do is find me the location. Yeah. I've already got the blueprints for my building. We're building.
Yeah. So now Pen Pointe is getting ready to represent him because he puts the purchases on land and buy and own what he actually.
Here's the vision right here. When you pull up to my office, to our warehouse, we're gonna be able to supply all materials, workshop. We'll have certified roofing and gutters, certified contractor, certified restoration, and certified trees, all in-house, and I'm putting all of them their own office, giving their own computers, their own suites. I'm empowering them because that's what we do. When you empower me, now I gotta empower my people. That's where we're going with this. This. When you have no idea how we're about to transform. This year I told everybody last year, you know how you've been in business for so long, you can feel your business, you can feel the growth, you can feel it was just time for a change, man. So I had to do something with my hair. I just went crazy this year because I feel it, man. This year is gonna be a life-changing year.
It's gonna be epic.
Oh my God.
That's what they say, it's gonna be epic.
It's gonna be epic, man. It's gonna be huge this year.
By it being epic, the one thing that we talk about is you putting forth the effort, not giving any excuses.
No.
Not accepting any excuses. And zero tolerance for excuses.
No, not at all.
And you getting up every morning
not
with
at
that
all.
hustle and that bustle. Because a lot of small minority business owners have a tendency to blame why their success is not there. And since I met you, you never, ever tried to blame nobody on why you not where you at. Even goes back with you unable to. I remember one conversation me and you had. You would say, "Man, boss, I've been about 5-10 places. Man, ain't nobody got me on. Everybody said Kim say come to you, and I just gotta believe Kim because I done went to everybody. I need this money. And actually, you came. Really, you only came for 100 or 150,000.
Got me 3.
And I got you 3. I said, no, we're going to get you 300,000.
Absolutely.
And then later on, we're going to move to that next million. So you didn't even ask for 300,000. And I don't like to say that. I have to let you say that because I was not disclosing your
Absolutely.
So the thing is, once you obtain the finances that you need, and you went there without any complaining about why you didn't get it because you never complained. You only said, hey, I went to these places. I got enough trust and faith in Kim. She's a personal friend of mine and happened to be a real estate agent over here with Pen Pointe. Let's do this here. This what I need to do, and it's done. And that's one thing you did with no complaints. We have clients complaining all the time. This gentleman here, y'all, when I say zero complaints, zero. His only thing was what I need to do.
Man.
What I need, okay, you need this, call he like me. We ain't gonna do all that talking. Whatever I need to get
it done.
Get it done.
That's right.
Get it done.
Ship trades. And my mom died when I was 19. I can't complain.
Right.
I put my head down and grind. That's it. Military, straight, we get it done. You adapt and overcome. Every situation, you adapt. Things don't go right, you go to plan A, B, C. Add a little acronym, SMIT, situation, mission, admin, logistics, command, and signal. And I don't know, some other shit I don't forget. But no, I mean, it's serious though. It's like, it's a way to do things. Right. And you got to state your problem, see how to handle it, you got to see the thing from the beginning to the end. Right. And then once I got that line of credit, man, it started. Like I said, my thing went from 3 million to 5, and being black, I never understood a line of credit. I never understood. A lot of us are in business and don't understand business. Right. You need these things to operate. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You need the things when your customer's not paying you on time, you need that buffer in between. You need to still operate. You still have to pay your people.
And they were reusable funds.
Yeah, reusable funds. So, the line of credit doesn't mean that you're broke. I'm depositing $300,000 to $500,000 a month. Right. You get what I'm saying?
But
so
you have no weight on those funds.
But it's a way that these things are coming in that it was just offset, and I just couldn't do the things I needed to do. And once you get in business, once you're starting to learn business, right, that's where it come into the education that you brought forth. And I never, what I told you, I'm not ashamed to say, man, how do I utilize this line of credit? Right. I tell you, man, you got to explain this to me because who taught us business. Right. I had to figure all this out on my own, so I still give credit back to the military because, man, they taught you how to be a leader. They taught you how to see things from start to finish. They taught you how to get into it, just get it done, and whatever happens, you adapt to it. Okay, this didn't work, I'm going here. That didn't work, I'm going here. But you don't have time to complain. That's a waste of time.
I know one thing they taught you guys: discipline.
Discipline.
A lot of men don't have that discipline. And one thing about going into business, and I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of people tell me, "Well, how you get to come with it?" It just happened to me. I don't know. Maybe God just had this calling for me. But that discipline. I get up every morning and go to a job. People say, well, you go to a job, no, it's still a job because you got to get up and go make it work. Yes. Because when you're on 100% commission, meaning if you don't close a deal, we don't close a deal, we don't eat. We don't eat. So every day you got to get up and you got to grind.
I refuse to run a business from home.
Yeah, and that's me too.
Yes, I can't. No, that's the worst thing you can do.
Yeah, I don't want anybody in my house either.
That too, but I mean, you got to, being that you're 100% out here on your own, you have to feel like, for me to hire people not gonna respect me if you come into my home. Right. Like, you got to be willing to invest. I got to provide this atmosphere for you.
And I'm glad you said that, which I brought up earlier. A lot of minority business owners, small business owners, do not invest. Oh. You see, I constantly reinvest back in the business. And like I shared with them, how you invest with purchasing the trucks for your clients, purchasing the shirts like you see his logo here. Absolutely. With certified roofing. Purchasing, making sure you take them out. We went to this man's Christmas party, and so happened to be at one about my man, but one about
it was crazy that night. That was a lovely night, man. That was a lovely night.
The BQE.
Oh my God, that was a beautiful night,
and
man.
You gave a beautiful story, and the people stood up and said beautiful story.
Yeah.
And then everything was nice, and then they had an understanding of not just employees, but a family feel.
Family, man.
So you created, through your investment back into your business, a family feel. Back where they respect you and they're loyal to you.
Team concept. Everything's about a team. It ain't never about me. Right. I ain't even eating yet, boss. They think I'm eating. I ain't even eating like I want to. Just wait. Because I'm constantly investing back in the business. That's why I told you this year, this is transformation year, man. I had to do something different. Like I said, I grew the hair. I just thought it's time to transform this year.
How did it feel when you first started your business and you started seeing deposits coming like this? And I seen them. you depositing 2, 3, 4 million in sales in your first 2, 3 years of doing business. And I know when you working for somebody, coming from the military, you haven't seen that. How did it feel when you actually seen it and it actually was real?
To be honest with you, and this is God and it's true, I just started realizing that this year. What I mean by that is, boss, I've been grinding since day one. I seen the money, I didn't care about the money because I knew it one time. Most people the first 5 years fail because you start seeing all this money, you spending this money like you been invested for years. Puffy didn't get rich off of his first 5 years. Puffy been in business for 20 years. You get what I'm saying? Now he worth 500 million. You feel me? So we doing 5 million now. We gonna
They
get
work a little bit more
over time. Yeah, well, 5 by 800. Think it's between 5 and 800. Yeah, he getting close to that.
He's about saying he's papered up.
Yeah, absolutely. But what I'm saying, it doesn't happen overnight.
Right.
Nothing happen overnight, man.
Right.
So you getting out here, you thinking, you seeing all this. So like I said, I ain't even eating yet.
Right.
I ain't bought nothing yet. I'm buying for everybody else.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? You take care of your team first, and you invest in the company. And until you be around, like honestly, I redid my office off of coming to your office.
Right.
So I went in.
Yeah, he did.
But it was like, okay, I'm investing in trucks and all this kind of stuff. But I said I need to set the presence and tone for my people when they coming in to let them know, look at him, man, we ain't going nowhere. We here to stay. So let me upgrade. I mean, I went through and upgraded my office, so I did it kind of slick though.
Yeah.
So I knew I was going to China, right?
Yeah.
So when I was getting ready to take off and go to China, I put it in the order. Went in order. All of this furniture, new stuff, had the whole office painted, and I let them did all the work while I was gone.
Right.
And when I come back, I wanted it done.
Right.
But okay, the conference room, the whole area. So now my people are proud to come in. Now when I hire new people, you coming into a well-established business. So it's the perception is everything. So I had to, set the tone, get things right for my people because my people are first.
Right.
Make sure they straight. Give them, even when I pay my guys, I pay on their percentage first. Then I'm always on the back end. So that just been me to take care. I take care of people from the beginning. So that's why my business has been pretty good, man.
I've been pretty blessed and prosperous, and then you well-grounded man, and you're a spiritual man. You make sure that you do everything well grounded. And one of the things I like to say, because I always say this little saying on Facebook.
Yeah.
I got some good friends of mine.
Absolutely.
And we all grew up without fathers.
Absolutely.
We all grew up in the hood from where we come from. I know one of my guys, I love to see him and his son work.
Yeah.
Churchill Williams, and inside the business.
Right.
I love the way he worked with his son. And you have to understand why I say I love that, because we ain't grow up with no father.
Nah.
We grew up. Then I got a good friend of mine named Guy Pearson. The trials and tribulations he went through. He has his beautiful daughter. I was supposed to be the Godfather. You know what I mean? But anyway, he has his beautiful daughter. He makes sure he beats with her, he talks to her, spend time. And we all people that don't want to say that word. But we all come from a different type of background that's not regular.
Right.
But they call it regular because we didn't have fathers. So I always like to say this here. You one of them guys, like right before the show, you was showing me your little man on the run, shooting, playing ball.
That's my baby.
I love that. And I think that's why God blesses us, because I say this thing on Facebook, I always say, black fathers rock.
Yeah.
Black dads rock. And I switch it up sometimes because anybody can be a dad. But it takes a lot to be a father. So if they see dad out there, I just typing with But black fathers rock. And I want to say that's one of the things that you do with your son and you bring into your business, like you just telling me earlier.
Yes.
No matter what, you take the time out. Like I did, I bust my tail, but no matter what, I used to make sure I stop what I'm doing to go pick my daughter up.
Absolutely.
I stop what I'm doing to eat dinner. And every Sunday, when I say every Sunday, we eat dinner together. We eat dinner together. If I'm in Houston, I'm cooking dinner either at my house or either at one of my sister's house. Everybody know when I come in town, and that's just something I noticed that you do,
man.
And that's what makes the company. Now, how do I coordinate that back around to business? You got to be well-rounded, and I believe, and not to go spiritual, but I got to just throw this out there. I believe when God say through your seed, when He told Abraham, we'll bless all families. When you're taking care of family, like you're taking care of your business, that's your family. it's gonna take care of itself.
It does, without a doubt.
And I know that's what
good
you do.
seeds,
You make
good
sure
ground.
you take care of your little man. You make sure you take care of your staff, your employees, like after everything.
After.
And everybody know every Friday I'm gonna take this time out. When everybody know I'm gonna shoot out the country to get my peace with your partner.
Absolutely.
And then get your brainstorm.
Absolutely.
You might have a little fun in between time.
Absolutely.
But the main thing about that, what you do is, I noticed, you gonna go back with a hell of a business plan. Like one time I talked to you, said, "Let's shoot to China, Jay. What you was doing in China, man? I'm going over here." And you was there, what, 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
2 weeks
That's
talking.
the granny. That's
Talking
the
to everybody
granny
too, right?
stone coming along.
You was talking to everybody, right?
Okay. Yeah. Everybody felt like a celebrity over there. Now, I've never taken so many pictures in my life, man.
Oh, really?
Yes, they running up
How
on
they
me.
treat us over there?
I've never taken so many
Cause
pictures.
I seen a Umar Johnson on thing one time. He said Chinese people don't like us over there.
If you're over 5'5", then you're a basketball player, a celebrity.
Oh, yeah?
Everybody over there 3'2".
But how do they embrace us, our race?
They
Black
love
folks?
us. Believe
They
it or
love
not, they do.
Oh.
They're curious about us. They don't really know us. They probably don't see us over there that much. But when they do, I think they just associate us with the NBA or the NFL or something.
Oh, yeah.
Or just a rapper or, some celebrity or whatever. So, like I'm saying, me and my partner, man, we went to this sacred temple that I can't think. We was in Beijing.
Mhm.
And, man, we just out in the street walking. And, man, so many different groups of kids, parents, everybody coming, just taking pictures, ladies, just everybody, man, just treating us with love. So it was a blessing to be over there. And that China trip was huge.
Right.
China was huge, man.
Yeah,
It opened my eyes to a lot of things too. So like that's what I'm saying. Even as we're growing, there's so many things that we're getting ready to do. Like it's just huge. Like even back to my son, man. My son, he was a lot of motivation for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I needed him. I already had a daughter. That was my first love. She came through, blessed me. But I was young during that time. Still in the military. So all I knew was just to take care of you, right? Just take care of you, be there for you. But with my son, it was a little different because I'm older.
Because
so
you're
I
a man.
can slow down now and I can really understand how to raise you. So I put the extra time and attention into him and he gives it back. And so that's my motivation for getting up every day.
Well, I can say, I'm going to touch base on that before we go to our next topic. That's one thing about me as well. I know many people always compliment me on the way I take care of my child.
Yeah, you do.
But this is what I say. And I appreciate the compliment.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
God.
Yes, sir.
However, when I had my only child, my only baby, I was 30 years old when I had my first child.
Right.
And I was a man. I had been in business for several years. And I was a different 30.
Different
we
30,
were
yeah.
different 30s
Different
than the 30s
30s,
today.
different-
The 30s
yeah.
today still act like kids.
Kids, exactly.
I was a grown
Can't tell the
man, had a
difference.
bunch of different things, flying back and forth, building my business.
Right.
My business was Don's Underwriters.
Right.
Building my business. And I tell people, I appreciate that compliment.
Yes.
But however, I was a man when I had her. Had I been had a child when I was
19. That's when I had my
17,
first daughter.
18, 19,
I was
I might
19
not
when I
have
her.
been as a great of a father because I was still out there. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
exactly.
And men,
You have to
again,
recognize the time.
I know one of my partners, he wrote a book about, again, Churchill Williams. He wrote that
Right.
book, Inside the Business, but we always talked about that. I've been talking about it. He wrote a book about it. Ironically, I didn't know his mindset was on the same mindset as I was.
Exactly.
But, we grew up together
Even
since second grade.
you with the black
Right.
excellence thing. We talked about
Exactly.
that a lot,
Exactly.
man. And going to the DR trip,
Yeah.
we actually put a group together that's getting ready to empower our people. Like we're literally finna start investing in black businesses.
Yeah,
We're gonna start them ourselves and start them correct for you and show you how to run your business. Yes, we're gonna make money. Yes, we're gonna get a percentage of your business. But when the last time somebody set your business up where you walk through the door with your vision and you're able to have all the equipment and the things you need to do your business? That's a blessing.
Well,
People don't do that.
No, people don't. People don't
do that.
Pen Pointe Foundation had the as you participated in
Absolutely.
a thing called ISTB, Inside the Business. No, we don't take a percentage of their business, but what you're saying is we are gonna go inside the business and get you set up and give you the funds to operate and make sure you're not at a home office location. and at a physical address location.
Right, and then like I said, the first 5 years, them business fail because people don't properly understand how to run a business.
Right.
They don't.
And one of the other things that we'll go into, since you brought that up, I want to talk about businesses fail. I think I talked about it on one of our first shows. Why small business owners should use a commercial real estate that specializes in commercial leases. Because believe it or not, Antonio, it's so many businesses fail, small businesses fail,
absolutely.
because of the lease structure that they're in.
Right.
And one of the things about us small minority business owners, and minority meaning the smaller group of people.
Right.
I'm not gonna go on it with the race.
Race, no, it's not race.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a smaller group of people.
Business,
so the smaller group of people, minority business owners, they feel they try to cut costs because of ignorance. Ignorance is just simple not knowing.
Right.
And when they feel that they say, hey, we ain't gonna allow you to search a building for us because we don't want to pay you.
Right.
Well, first of all, ignorance kicked in, simply not knowing, nothing disrespectful about it. However, what they don't know is you don't pay us.
Right.
That landlord pays, Pen Pointe. But you can't go into business, Antonio, worried about, well, what you get paid? What did they your business owner? Yeah, well, what you get paid then? You know, you got a lot of small minority business owners always worried about what somebody they doing business with get paid.
Stay in your lane. I tell people that all the time.
Stay in your lane and stay out of other people's pockets.
I can't worry about how much money you made. I
pay
can't
for the service that you perform. Why do you
service.
think Amazon and Facebook and all those other laws?
You got to pay somebody anyway.
You got to pay somebody anyway.
So why, when it comes to us, you got to worry about how much I make? I don't want to do business with you because you're gonna make. No, that's the problem with us. Them hands is always closed. We hate to give. We hate to be a blessing.
Right,
you have to. You got to plant that seed. You got to bless folk.
And with commercial leases, we see a lot of businesses go under because they don't know anything about triple net, CAM. They don't know anything about the 3% escalation annually. They don't know anything about how a landlord always take a lease and make sure it suits to them.
Yes.
So that's why you need to have someone, whether it's Pen Pointe or not, we always hope it's Pen Pointe, but whether it's Pen Pointe or not, you get with somebody, some commercial, not somebody that say they're commercial but they do residential. Because when you got a commercial real estate agent, they not entertaining at all. At all.
But that's the sole purpose of Pen Pointe. That's what you do. You educate people. You teach us about things that we don't know. Like I'm a roof salesman. I can sell you roof construction. Mm-hmm. Commercial real estate is really not my forte, but I came to the people who does, and that's why I know my deals are structured right. I know that you got my best interest. I can check. You explain everything thorough. You know, it's the right thing to do. They need your services, whether they know it or not, because people get screwed in business every single day.
And I like you said they need my service.
They need your service.
But whether it's mine or not, somebody in the industry, we will hope it be Pen Pointe.
Absolutely. But right now we talking about Pen Pointe, so they need your service.
Of course, because a lot of people go out there and they get screwed out of a lease. I know a gentleman out there in Houston. I found out he got screwed out of his lease. He owned a barber shop because they sold the plaza and they came in and told them they jacked up the rent like 3 or 4 times. So he's like, well, hell, I've been here X, Y, but 10, 15, 20 years, and you want to just go up on me. However, if he'd have been represented, he'd have known you had somebody would have represented and made sure that they had that contract where they can't do that. And if you do go up on rent because somebody bought it, you supposed to pay for my location to relocate me, and you supposed to pay me for the loss of business that I'm going to lose to relocate. So that's one of the things that Pen Pointe has to offer, and we educate our clients on. Because a lot of people. We just did a commercial not long ago. Well, last week. The golf commercial. No,
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. I did. I saw that. Very nice. By the way,
I had some good friends of mine down there in Houston.
Very nice.
Some haters. Yeah. Those was one take. Ain't no 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 takes. One take. Yeah, I swing like that. I swing like that on that golf.
Supposed to. Straight nothing less.
But you know what I'm saying? So you have people that sits up here and they don't have a representative for their lease. And the thing about it is, when you get into that lease, even if you ain't paying it, you want to make sure you're not the guarantor on it. You want to make sure if your business go belly up,
it's
for whatever
too many
reason,
words is in that lease. You need somebody to read this thing through for you thoroughly.
Because it goes back into investing in your business.
You're going to have to pay for it regardless. If you don't pay Pen Pointe, you're going to pay it on the back end because you're going to get screwed in your deal.
Right.
So you need to get exactly.
At Pen Pointe, just like playing golf. Hi, I'm Mr. Menefee with Pen Pointe Commercial Underwriters and Pen Pointe Brokers. And we're here again to talk to you about representing you in your next commercial lease location. We're here today in Lawrenceville, Georgia, showing a client a lease space, actually showing two clients lease spaces. One of them is for a tapas bar and another one is for a barbershop. Now, we know a lot of small business owners out there. They say, hey, we can negotiate our own lease because they really not educated on commercial leasing. But here's the thing. You want somebody to represent you effectively and efficiently to make sure that that landlord doesn't have you in a lease that's biased and only leaning towards them. Pen Pointe Brokers, allow one of our commercial real estate agents to represent you. Because just like golf, as we all know, you got to know how to pick the correct iron when you're looking at the right distance to be a success on that court, just like you want to be a success in your business. Let Pen Pointe Brokers represent you at your next commercial lease location. At Pen Pointe, you never have to worry about your loan or your location ending up in the rough. Just in case you're in one, come to Pen Pointe so we can get you out. Your next successful business location starts right here with Pen Pointe Brokers. Just like your next location. Perfect. At Pen Pointe, you'll always have a hole-in-one experience. So let Pen Pointe Brokers point you in the right direction for your next commercial lease space and for your next commercial loan. But at Pen Pointe, we point you in the right location. Visit us at penpointebrokers.net and like our Facebook page at Pen Pointe Commercial Underwriters. And also like our foundation page at Pen Pointe Foundation. Thank you. Peace. We out. You know, I heard the strangest thing this morning when I woke up. Every morning I wake up, I get relaxed. I gotta watch my news. Gotta go in the bathroom.
Right, right. We do.
And I watch the little. This is my little thing. I watch the little YouTube clip this morning. I like the little Breakfast Club. I seen the Breakfast Club. Now
right.
I'm not into all this media, and I hate with a passion, as you know. I don't bash no other minority business owner. I can't stand when people come doing all the gossip and all that. I heard today on the Breakfast Club, Charlamagne and the other guy, I guess his name was Charlamagne the God, his real name was Leonard. Mm-hmm. I heard that he called Monique a donkey. And Monique went on his show. And when Monique went on his show, she asked him, why you call me a donkey? She explained everything. No, she didn't gonna have. One thing about it, I thought she would, but it was an hour and 11 minutes long. I watched the whole thing because it caught my interest. Because I want to know why this brother calling this woman a donkey. She called her a donkey because Netflix only offered her $500,000, and they offered Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, a little bit more.
I caught something and they
offered Amy Schumer. I never seen the young lady. I like her show, but they offered her some. So she was like, and then so she brought out facts, and these are what I'm going to bring out facts about Lisa. She brought out facts about her. She says the show she made with Almost Christmas or something like that, It was a budget of $12 million, and it made $45 million. Snatched with Amy Schumer was a budget of $42 million. They made $45 million on the $3 million. They made $25 million. So she said, "How am I a donkey?" And this brother couldn't really answer it. And he was saying, "Well, because you was disputing, because you was doing that, because you was doing that." Now, I don't get in there, but I just got to say something on this part. We'll go back to, first of all, I hate to say African American, Black American, we all American. Absolutely. When you just seen the Olympics, the young lady place, she was black out of here in Georgia. They ain't call her no African American, Black, they say they're American. American. Pure point blank. So, my thing is, when the man, first of all, it couldn't have been my wife. Couldn't have been my lady, couldn't have been nothing. Nigga, I'd have touched them hands. Pure point blank. I hate saying that.
That's how you get down.
Oh, yeah, that's how I truly get down. You ain't calling my lady no donkey.
Right.
But he called her a donkey, and then she came back, "Well, why you calling me a donkey?" You still ain't, well, because the donkey of the year, because he said she was a donkey of the year because she felt she should have gotten the same amount of money or more money than the ones that they were offering. And she stated, "Well, that ain't good enough. I gave you facts. They say I'm a legend. They say these people are legend. They say this here." But the fact that I'm going back to is how we do each other in business. I don't care how you feel with your feelings. I don't care what it is that you say and that you do. When you disrespect somebody, lady, and that woman has a husband, because her husband was on the screen, and she calls him daddy, addresses him as daddy. They made fun about that after she left, but he kept calling her a donkey. I couldn't imagine me.
He should have ran up on that stage.
No, he wasn't there. She was at the Breakfast Club, the thing, and then I just found out the gentleman, Charlamagne, is out of South Carolina. Okay. So she was like, "Well, you calling me a donkey. You still ain't saying it." So she at the end called him one of them fake brothers, whatever. But I go to say all that to say this, it couldn't be nobody out there with it. Because you call my daughter or any lady friend of mine a donkey like that, we ain't got to do it on TV. We ain't going to do it on radio.
When I'm coming to see about you.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at that. I lie. I'm damn good at that. You know what I mean? I come see about you. No, you know what I mean? But you call him a donkey about business. And what she didn't understand is she understood her business. Right. Like in this business, we understand this business.
I know my worth.
And even exactly, that woman knows
my
her worth. And
you Why would I take less and you exploit me for what reason?
I could never disrespect you if you say, "Well, I'm worth $10 million. Me and my business, I built this. Yes. I can't call you an asshole or a donkey, anything else, because that's what you feel about. That's one thing about what we speak about, which goes back to the Charlamagne guy on the Breakfast Club. Like I said, I like the show. But however, I retire back into this commercial real estate. He called a young lady. He called Monique a donkey, and I grew up watching The Parkers with my daughter. I grew up watching all her shows. She makes some real good shows. She was on Roscoe with Roscoe Jenkins. I love her. Funny as hell.
I love her.
She's funny. I liked her in Precious. I liked her in a lot of things. Yes. And they were talking about, well, you competitive, you this, you that, but that ain't none of our business. However, you called the woman a donkey, which I don't understand how you call her a donkey, because you couldn't really justify it. Right. Out of ignorance.
You just talking.
You're not knowing. And that's what people do. I wouldn't call them a donkey for doing commercial business because they didn't use a commercial representative. Right. I would never disrespect somebody because you don't have the knowledge. Right. Only thing I would do is, if you ask, I always give advice. Like I always share with you. You notice, remember that one day we set up, we drunk half a gallon of, what was that, Johnny Walker Black.
Blue, yeah.
No, black. Yeah. I don't touch the red or the blue.
Or the blue.
And we sit out there, we had a real night, and I was just somebody on a humbug.
That was a beautiful night, yeah.
And we ended up sitting out there till 11 o'clock at night. From what it was like 2 o'clock to 11 o'clock. We
Great night.
We just ended up.
And I knew you was a knowledgeable person, but I didn't know you was as knowledgeable. I mean, you were commercial real estate to the Bible from the front to the back cover. I said, damn, who is this guy? This man had half amazing over here. No, for real, you impressed me so much that night. We could not stop the conversation. It went on to like It was like 11:30, 11:45.
We went past 11.
Yes, and we drank the whole bottle. I mean, but it was a great night. That's the fellowship, and that's how brothers build.
And we was educated.
Yes, educated.
And so I go back to this.
On, man.
That guy, she educated him, and he still never recanted or retracted.
Right.
Disrespecting that woman.
Right.
By calling her.
So you had to stick to it now. You apologize, be man enough to admit when you were wrong, man. You were wrong for that.
No, he was wrong for that, but let me just say this here. He was very wrong for that.
Yeah, you were wrong.
But at that point, somebody should slap the shit out of him for calling her sister.
And Monique is big time. I mean, I know they're trying to blackball her.
I ain't trying to go there, but had it been me,
big time though.
had she been my wife, I'd slap the shit out of her. But and let's see, test him. I don't know. I could have lost.
I'm glad you.
We gotta test these hands.
I'm glad you let the gangster alone.
Well,
man.
I ain't
right now
shoot you,
we're
stab
bigger
you,
than the
but I'm gonna
situation.
see what them hands like. I gotta see.
You know what I do now, man? Now you get to a point in your life, you become bigger than these situations. I become bigger than what people. I don't care what you say about me. Half the people around me don't like me.
Right.
You know what
they ain't gonna like you because you're doing business.
Yeah, but
and you humble.
I don't even have time to worry about that.
You can't
say what you want by me, man. I'm good over here, real good.
You gotta be real good.
Like I'm good over here, man. I'm gonna bless you regardless. You hate me, love me or not. I'm spreading nothing but love over here. Hey, I call myself Dr. Love now, man. I mean seriously,
Dr. Love.
Dr. Okay. Love, man. and there's no hate in my bone. Like me and my father, we speak about that. Me and my dad, man, we talk every Sunday, right? Mm-hmm. No, we talk a lot, but every Sunday we have to make that call.
I'm listening to
you good? Do your thing. Yeah, you're supposed to take that. I gotta get my son.
She in Arizona. No. She ain't gotta get picked up. No, we're gonna keep this show.
Yeah,
we got a couple more questions.
No, but I'm just saying.
Whenever she call, I gotta answer.
You need to.
Yeah. Hey, mommy. I'm on the radio show talking. What's up?
I'll take a small break.
You saw me because you called me. You want to say hi? I'm going to put you on speaker there. You ready? Well, then why did you call me if you know I was on the show? You what? You want to hear my what? You want to interrupt me? Wow.
Thank you, baby girl.
Everybody say hi. Everybody say hi to my daughter.
Thank you, baby girl.
Now you're lying.
I'm hanging up now.
Bye.
Right.
Gotta have fun with the kids.
You're gonna turn that call down for nothing.
For nothing.
Everybody will be okay. Everybody will be okay.
And I always look at it, you never know when something wrong, because my mom used to have to take, God bless her, she's no longer with us, but she used to have to take all the calls. She's like, man, what my goddamn son did now? Who he done fought? What he done did? Damn, I gotta walk. We ain't have no car. I gotta walk up to the school in the rain, whether it's hot, cold, or whatever.
You know what though? What impressed me about you, man, I like your story. I think you should really tell everybody your story too, from where you came from.
Well, I told it on one of our shows. I spoke briefly about. I might do that on another day.
Yeah. Man, your story was brilliant, man.
I'm just really thinking about how the man disrespected Monique. I'm just gonna be honest with you. The man called this woman a donkey, which goes to our next question. Cause I'll slap shit out. I'm being honest with y'all. Charlemagne, the God.
We bigger
and
than
she
that,
say Leonard, whatever his name.
We become bigger than that situation. Man.
Yeah, I don't know the gentleman. You know,
right.
I like their show. I watch their show a lot.
Yeah.
I just tripped out because he would not recant and didn't even apologize for disrespecting his woman. Because she's saying, whether you believe I'm worth what you feel I'm worth or not, whether you try to state your opinion or not, she said you work for them people. She said she went to one of white, somebody white at their show, and she told them they shut the show down and boycotted Netflix. She said she went to one of his Latinos. She told them they shut the show down. She said, why is it my people that look like me don't do it? And she said, why you calling me a donkey? And this brother act like he was justified to call her a donkey. And I just can't imagine him being raised in my neighborhood or raised with me or being around me right now.
Right.
And I take him somewhere off the cameras and say something, and then it's going to be to me and him. He might win it. No, he might win. I can't never say you can whoop somebody. But I'm going to test them hands.
You got to see what you're about.
Oh yeah, man! I had to crack him just cause. You just gonna disrespect a woman, and this woman, whatever she going through, you can't tell this woman's her worth, which goes back to our business. Now on a commercial lease, now how all this ties into commercial lease? Let me tell you how it ties into it. When we out there looking for lease space, when you out there, Antonio, and I know y'all ran into an issue I had to get involved with. You was dealing with Victoria and Kimberly, where somebody telling you how you was actually buying the space, buying the I can't remember. You remember where it was? Somewhere close to where your office is now. You really want the space, but they were just acting too funny, giving you too many stipulations. You were purchasing it, right?
Yes.
You have to be knowledgeable to know, and because that's how they act. They wanna when they see you going and look at them at a certain look, a certain color, or something. They act funny. Now racism does exist in the commercial industry. It does do that. That's why it's always good for you to have a representative. Even with commercial leases, we bump into sometimes representing one of our clients. Like we looked at a spot last week, Article 14 over off 1180 Peachtree Street. This building been sitting up a while. This lady who's representing the landlord is telling them it's Article 14, 1180 Peachtree Street, Atlanta, Georgia. Y'all can look it up. This lady was telling the agent who was representing them that they didn't want this kind over there. They want wine over this building. They want this over here. They want that over here. And I got involved because it was a good partner of mine.
Right.
People came, so I was actually doing the deal. And I'm like, well, who is you to tell them how to run their restaurant and how to do this? Well, why don't y'all just open up your own damn restaurant?
Since you know so much.
Now I'm talking to her and she said, well, you're hollering at me. I'm not hollering at you. I'm just telling you, you putting out stipulations before because you met someone and you really, you got to have a eye for that. And I call it the discernment. Somebody else probably say, I recognize the BS. I call it spiritual discernment.
That's right. That's
You got a discernment that this person don't want our kind over here. So when you've been represented, you got to know not to fight and not to bow down, because some people will go and give them everything they want just to get in there, and they charge you $20,000. As soon as you slip up, they booting you out. And now you're mad, and then you come to somebody like me and want you to clean up. I can't clean you up because you didn't come to me in the beginning. So you got a lot of that going on, both in Georgia and in Houston and in California,
right,
places where I be. So you have a lot of that going on. So the one thing about with this commercial leasing, that is, you got to make sure that you have a representative, somebody who understands and who know how to bob and weave and bring out the legality of what they speaking about, the legal term of what they talking about. Now, how did I get that to Monique? I just didn't like what the hell he was calling the woman. I was looking at it because I like that show, and this man was really. He just didn't recant from calling this woman.
And that bothered you too.
Yeah, not bothering. I'm like, this is a sister. Whether you like her or not.
Hey, give him 25, boss. Thank you.
Whether you like him or not. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't like somebody else disrespect you. Now, you much bigger than me. But the problem you'll have is, hey, Dre, I would have handled it. I already handled it for you, though.
I already know.
It ain't about being bad. It's just about sometimes you got to be put in people's life to make sure they understand that word respectful.
Right.
You have to be respectful.
You must be.
Yeah, because we gotta respect each other all the time. And this commercial real estate, which a lot of us shy away from because we don't have the knowledge, which you say you picked up the knowledge, thank God, of having an understanding of. I see, wow, doing anything commercial, not just purchasing commercial real estate, but doing, like you say, commercial business. Man, look how it excels. When you doing trees, that's commercial because you're dealing with the insurance company. When you're doing your restoration, that's commercial because you're dealing with the insurance company. What was the other one when you doing?
The only way you're going to get to the money is through the commercial.
It's through commercial. And everything with commercial, like I say, you're going to have to platform yourself around it.
Right.
Which a lot of us don't. You got a lot of shows that try to teach you how to do residential investment, flip your house and do this here, but only the person who trying to tell you about flipping the houses and
sound like the guy trying to be a jack of all trades. You don't know everything. I sell roofs. This is what I do.
Exactly.
I stay in my lane, so I go find a professional.
Right.
I go find a professional to handle this part. Because a lot of times when you get yourself in the lease and you don't understand what's going on, you're gonna get screwed.
Yeah.
And it's gonna cost you more money than you try to save by not going through somebody. They're just being ignorant. And people, it takes money to make money.
Mm-hmm.
Once people truly understand that concept and just, I don't know, man. It takes money to make. You gotta pay somebody to make sure. I'd rather pay my lawyer, pay my real estate agent. I'm like Kim and Victoria. I use them on everything that I do.
Right.
You know, because I'd rather do.
And actually, you only paying them if you're a seller. Like I know that property. We spoke about your property.
They're actually selling the property for me. When we selling that property on the 6th. It was, look, we supposed to be closing today.
Now y'all supposed to be closing yesterday on the 27th. You know, I keep on with the book.
Oh yeah. Right. So I mean, even they found this property for me. Kim called me and they like, y'all got a property over here. It's like 30,000, 35, whatever. I said, all right, I'll pick it up. Went through, rehab the thing, got it up to par. It's set on the market for about 6-9 months or whatever. I don't know.
About 4 or 5.
About 4, yeah. Longer than I wanted it to anyway.
Right,
but it really wasn't a big deal.
Income.
Yeah.
Hey, because you use a professional
Yes.
to market it for you, find it for you, market it for you, it's sold.
And my time is valuable.
Exactly.
Like my time is very valuable. So for them to go meet people to do the closing, the showings, and all that kind of stuff, I had to do nothing.
Right.
And the thing sold for my dollar amount that I wanted it. I'm cool.
Right.
You know, I was just talking to Victoria before the show. Okay, after we get this $100,000, let's go on and let's go get another property.
So, were you pleased with their services as well?
I'm very pleased with the services.
You're very pleased with their services as well?
I'm ready to go back in on number 2.
On number 2?
Yes. You know, like I said, I'm a freshman to the flip game, but they making it easy for me.
Well, you know, the one thing, like you say, which bigger than the flip game, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying my fact because I've done it.
Right.
When you purchase a commercial building, you got your multiple streams of income.
Yes,
versus purchasing that one residential, you have to sit on the market and wait till you sell it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You had to you took it down for 35, 40,000 after everything's said and done. You put another 30,000, 70,000. You might drop it for 90,000 to 100,000.
Right.
That's a great residual because you ain't gonna get that on the stock market. So don't get that wrong. But however, look what you're talking about doing. When you buying that commercial property, you're gonna have a business over here that's a tree business. Certified roofing on everything. The tree company is leasing from certified roofing. That's a residual income. The restoration got an office. They leasing from certified roofing. That's an income. See all these residual income.
I know an attorney $2,000 a month on my own just by getting my own building.
Right.
Exactly.
But I'm trying to tell you, it's a lawyer. It's a lady friend of mine. She works for the attorney, and the attorney owns the building off of 1140 P Street in Atlanta. 1130 Atlanta. He owns that whole building.
Right.
He's the attorney, but he leases it back to his firm.
Exactly.
Now,
write off.
It's not just a write off. It's a profit.
Right.
It's not a write off. It's a profit because he might be paying $4,000 for his mortgage, but he's leasing it back to his. He's leasing it back to his firm, and they're paying $12,000. And then the other offices paying inside of there. So right there, his mortgage is paid. That's an $8,000 profit. Now you got the other offices that's making money.
Just profit.
See, that's what we're gonna make sure happens to certified roofing.
Absolutely.
And anybody else that come to Pen Pointe.
Absolutely.
You don't want to just buy a building just for the sake of I own a building. No, let's buy a building and make a residual income.
It's all about
like what we've been doing in the last year or so, about a year, a little over a year. Looking for the perfect location because Tyler Perry just purchased 30 acres.
I heard.
Pen Pointe Film Production has been looking for a model land to purchase to put the film production company there. Pen Pointe Broker's going to say where it's at. However, the residual income that we're gonna be sharing in there.
Right.
In the long run be made. You
Absolutely.
understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So we not just talking about it and want a client, we gonna walk.
We doing it.
Because I have walked before I purchased commercial buildings before me personally. You know what I mean? Me personally, I don't really like to put my business out there like that.
Yeah.
But I purchased commercial buildings, commercial land, and owned commercial buildings and commercial land.
You're a visionary,
made quite a bit. Yeah, and I've been blessed, you know what I mean?
Visionary.
Thank God only.
My pastor Sunday was just saying, look here, if you're not thinking millions and billions, you're thinking too small. Shouts out to Pastor Kirk on Eternal Word Ministries. I mean, it's just been great, man. Hey, look here. You got to change your mindset. You got to be a visionary.
You got to be a visionary,
man. You got to think bigger. That's how anything small, think small on nothing. But my man say, ain't nothing basic about me. I don't do nothing small at all, period. That's just it. That's just who I am. Now that's just what I've evolved to. And I'm going to continue to grow and grind until I become what I want to become. Right. Which is bigger than I can even see right now. I mean, each year, man, it's been growth, prosperity. You know, I'm meeting the right people, getting aligned. The teamwork now, man, it's going crazy.
You say it's going crazy?
What? I'm meeting the right people. When I get ready to go buy a commercial building or real estate or property, I already know who to go to. I get ready to do this with water registration. I already sent my guys to class for this. You know, we expanding, we growing, man. What's better than life than that?
Well, I can tell you what's better than life than that.
What?
Nothing.
What's better than life than that, man? You think I got any worries? No, not at all.
No,
I'm a risk taker. I'm so deep out there, can't nothing save me with God anyway, so I'm ready.
You know, that's a beautiful thing, too.
Yes. I'm out here on faith. A lot of people don't understand stepping out on faith. A lot of people are scared of faith. They scared. If they can't control it, then they don't. You know, they're not gonna do it.
Well, I think not only are they scared of it, but they don't understand it. Faith is work without seeing.
Absolutely.
And being seen meaning, if you say you're gonna get this, okay, go on, jump. You know, when we was young, growing up where I grew up, and we used to go to the pool before they cemented the pool, and we ain't had no damn pool for the rest of the time I grew up. You know, that was the ghetto. So you put your pinky toe in the pool, the water be cold, and you be like, man, that water cold. Then one of your good partners is gonna push your ass.
Jump in the water. Nah, then next thing you know, the water feels good.
We don't jump.
Push.
They push you in it. And you go.
Talking about way back in the day.
Exactly, way back in the day. Right? Yeah, when they want to sit in your jail back in the day, you having fun as a kid. Yeah. You get pushed, and then your body adjusts to it. Right. That's how business is. You got to jump out there.
You got to jump out there.
Your body to adjust to it and to adapt. That's if you are a true business owner, and that's in the
and a soldier.
You got to be a soldier. So you got to understand, not just out there being jumping in that water, saying I want to do this and saying I want to do that. You got to understand the most important thing about jumping in that water. I ain't fit to get out and be scared to get back in it. Because that's what a lot. You know, when my man, a good partner of mine, when we went to Jamaica, me and a partner's named Richard. We go to Jamaica, me and the other partner, his brother-in-law at the time, Curve. We went out to the ocean. We passed the little line that you don't supposed to go on the jet ski. We took the jet skis and the people, you know, we bad actors.
Oh yeah, man.
They like, man, you can't go this far. We went past that and like the hell with y'all. What you gonna do when we get back? You know, we bought it. You
gonna take the jet ski? I already rented this.
We already had fun.
Yeah, you got
we went way out there just to hop in the ocean.
Right.
And when we hopped in the ocean, it was cold and fun, and then the waves pushed our jet skis away. Then we had to swim to get back to the jet skis. And we thought it was right here, but as the waves pushing,
that thing pushing a long way.
So now you're getting scared. But you had that will to survive. And that's how it is in business. We end up grabbing our skis and hopping back on them jet skis and going back in land.
Yeah.
But on the way back in land, right before we got to that line, we chilling again. And we see some guys come up out the water. Now, we can't even see the shore that much. And especially my blind ass, I can't see it at all. So we can't even see the shore. And then some guys come up out the water with some spirit. Like, what the hell? Scared the hell out of us now. Like, what y'all doing out here? They said, my friend, they said, my friend, we, they were spear fishing or something like that in Jamaica. They way out there. Now we complaining, well we didn't complain, we jumped, took that chance. They took a chance going way out there swimming. Like where y'all both? We swim from the shore way out here. Past the line into the ocean. That's what we do. We swim like the Jamaican.
Yes.
So the moral to that story is, them guys, they swim from the shore on out. We rolled ours, took the easy route, we didn't know about swimming, and jumped in the water. Right. Neither one of us was afraid. But the bigger risk was with them, with the bigger reward they got the fish to eat. You follow what I'm saying? All we did was jumped in the ocean and then drowned and came on back. And that's how you got to do with business. When you get out there, where you going to start from? Are you going to take the easy route to wait till somebody take you? Or you going to jump out there from right here, swim out there to go get that fish and come on back?
And if you're waiting on somebody to take you, you better be smart enough to get with somebody who surpass you. Most people trying to take you, they ain't not even where you at. So how you going to help me get to where I am and you ain't even went in the deep water where I'm at? You still in the shallow water. You just talking.
Yeah.
You just talking. That's why, like, you know, like I said, when I came here, I saw the upgrade in the office. I saw the class. I saw the style. So, you know,
appreciate it.
I had to take that and incorporate that into my own.
Yeah, I remember you told me that.
I told you. Yeah, I said, you know, I
then when I went over there,
I'm like, damn, it looked similar, don't it? You know,
yeah.
Each one teach one, but you know, you gotta. That's why it's important for you to be who you are, so you can bless somebody else. Whether it's just a vision, whether it's with real estate, whether it's with knowledge, whether we standing out talking all night about the Bible, whether it's being so you know how to be a father to our child, whatever it is, man, you gotta build and be around that kind of atmosphere.
Right.
Yeah. You gotta be around.
That's the main thing. You gotta be well grounded. Take us to our last question. Well, not the last question. Well, it is kind of. We say, why Fortune 500 companies use commercial real estate firms to find their next location at their place of business. Fortune 500 companies, as you was talking about, as we spoke about it throughout the day, they use a real estate firm, whether they created their own and got their residual income or whether they lease out. You got a lot of them out here. Pen Pointe Brokers is one of them. I refuse to call out the other ones. But nevertheless, call up. You go find them on your own. But nevertheless, you got a lot of companies. What they do is they lease out. Now, that's kind of how I like the pattern pinpoint. This company over here, what got them to a Fortune 500? Now we know they might have had favors. We know money might have dropped in their hand. But what about the ones? When you read the stories that they started from the ground up, like I know of Nass's going way back with the oil tycoon guy, back in the day with Kennedy. He started, I forget the name of the little country he was from, but he was poor.
Right.
And he came over, he started making money with oil. You got Warren Buffett has a success story. Money wasn't given to him, he started from the ground up. Ted Turner, Don King.
Yeah, all of them.
Don King, when the prison came out for
Ted Turner said he slept on his sofa for what, 15, 20 years.
Well, how about this here? Let me give you a black woman that's very strong. Kathy Hughes.
Right.
107.5.
Right.
TV1.
Yes.
You know, when you got these type of people, they started from the ground up. Those are stories that'll let you know. But then they grow and they stick to their world. But then they go outside of their world and hire whatever they looking for. Just like an Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey, this is my world. I love movies. I love talk shows. But I'm going to find some land to put me some cattle on the table.
Real estate,
she goes find an agent.
McDonald's don't make all their money
McDonald's
off of
don't.
It's all for real estate.
It's all for real estate. Commercial real estate.
Commercial real estate.
And when they don't, and what people don't realize, when they do not purchase that, they lease it. And they find a company that does this. They are not going to use a company who say they do commercial and don't understand it and can't find a good location, the demographics and all that. Like that place I was telling you about, Article 14, the demographics over there, the household income is above 100-something thousand. Within 2-mile radius, within a 4-mile radius, it's 150-something thousand. everything is broke down.
Right.
So they want the bourgeois crowd there. You follow what I'm saying? So you gotta understand. So you have to understand the one thing about Fortune 500 companies. A lot of the larger companies, whether it's Fortune 500 company, not the multi-million-dollar company, they use commercial real estate firms to locate their next property if they don't have a real estate firm within, because they know they stick to their lane. They know they don't have the time because they too busy trying to keep up with the next big thing.
Right.
And our next big thing is to making sure you come to us, well, I want to find me a place, I want to do this, I want to do this. That's our vision. We supposed to have it ready for you.
Once I share it with you, you got the right people in place to go carry it out.
If I come to you and say, hey, I know this lady, her tree fell, I know this lady, I know this whole group of people, it's automatic.
Yes.
You know your business.
Yes.
Okay, I can put a team on it, I can do this.
Get it done
and that's
quick.
what a lot of us small minority business owners, be you black, white, Puerto Rican. When I say minority, small business owners, because you're not among the elite at that point.
They gotta understand, we out here
You see what I'm
providing
saying?
customer service. Your customer service, if you come to you with commercial real estate, you put the right people in place, set them up, go get what they need. And even when we come to you, we might be thinking one thing, but being that you're an expert in this field, you might say, okay, well, being you're here, you might want to go over here, and this building will suit you better.
Right.
And next thing you know,
for what you need.
Exactly. So that it just having the right people, the right team in place.
And you said that a lot of others don't have that understanding.
Nah.
Because they feel like, hey, I know this, I do this, I do that.
Bro,
We
can't do everything.
We can't people come to us, tell us our job, and I don't sit back and why you come to us?
How can you be an electrician and a plumber and a damn at the same time?
Yeah.
You can't be good at it.
What do your successful builders
you're not
do?
good at it.
All your successful
Skilled
builders,
trades.
they have contractors.
For certain things, you got roofers, you got framers, you got
your
drywall, you got painters, you got floor guys, you got the flint. You cannot do everything.
You can't do everything.
But us, we love to think we can do everything, and you can.
But that's
and not to be good at it.
Greed,
and that's
selfish
ignorance.
and ignorant.
You're not blessing nobody. You gotta make the money turn, make the world turn. Because if I spread the love with you, then you get to send some people over here. But me, now we connected. Now we grind. Now we got the money circulating. That's what we supposed to do. We make the money circulate. You can't do it all by yourself. You can't even spend it all by yourself. When you die, your family gonna spend it for you anyway.
They gonna spend it for you
before you hit the grind. Good.
Look, when I die, I want my baby to spend it.
Yeah.
I want her to spend it on what I've taught her to spend it on. But you're right.
Yeah.
Before you when you die, you know what they gonna do? Man, I've been looking for this car. This nigga done left me some money.
Man, you already know.
But we'll wrap it up in another couple of minutes. But the one thing about it, Tony, we really enjoyed you coming out to the show.
Yeah, I enjoyed being here, man.
Can you let people know how to contact you if they need your service? He goes nationwide.
I'm a hustler.
He's out there in Dallas. He got offices.
I heard a lot of people say there's some hustler, but I am a hustler. Yeah, I don't care if you need a roof done in anywhere in Georgia. And I heard most people say, I'm not going outside Alpharetta. I'm not going outside Stone Mountain. Man, we go everywhere. We in Tennessee, Georgia. Don't matter. We going there.
Texas.
Alabama,
Still in
Texas, Dallas.
Right.
Oh, I mean, it's beautiful. But you contact us, Certified Roofing, 770-939-5165, located at Chamblee Tucker, Atlanta, Georgia.
The website?
The website, www.certifiedroofingandgutters.com. Go in there, you can send an email, go look at the website, send me an email, we'll come out and prompt services, try to get everything done. We take care of people. We're in the blessing business.
And we know one thing, out there in Houston, we know a lot of people that got caught up in that storm. They still regrouping. That's my city that I love, for sure.
That's your hometown.
But, of course, boots laced up, hill hard down, baby. I'm always going to be spaced out. I love Atlanta now. Don't get it twisted.
Oh, yeah.
I've been here longer than I've been.
I've been out there in A-Town.
I've been in Georgia now longer than I've been in Atlanta. Yeah. So these are my roots, and I can tell everybody all the time, I would never be the businessman that I am.
Right.
Had I not left Houston, came to Georgia. But however, you just got the roots. My family down there.
Adapt.
But I got friends in both places.
We adapt and we adjust.
Oh yeah, you gotta adapt.
That's
and
a true
adjust.
hustle. Adapt and adjust.
Yeah, that's the sign of. And a true hustle is when you fall by the wayside with one particular field.
It's okay.
You can get back up. Because
It's
a true
okay.
hustler is not just a hustler who adapts to one. It can't readjust. They can adapt to anything. Okay, this ain't making money no more. Like you said, I'm supposed to do trees. I'm supposed to pick up these ants. I felt like I was figure out how I can sell ants now. You know what I'm saying?
My thing is, you
feel
get to
me?
a point in life where you will see a lot of money, then you see the money go, then you see the money come, and you see the constant flow. So I'm like, you know what? I don't like that feeling anymore. So I'm gonna start investing in multiple streams of income so I can make sure I'm covered all kind of ways.
Every multi-millionaire I know, every billionaire I know that I've
Yes.
researched and that I've read books. And I just bought that Damien book,
Crossover.
Rise and Grind.
Right.
I started reading. I haven't completed it, but that's a good book.
Okay.
I love to read. That's another one thing. You ain't finna hide nothing from me in no book.
That's
We
why.
ain't doing
That's
that
why
one,
you
'cause I'ma
pinpoint.
read. That's right.
You
We
gotta read them
pinpoint.
fine lines.
We gonna
baby.
pinpoint you,
read that
baby.
fine line.
And point you in
the
the right
fine
direction.
line was gonna
And
screw
look.
you up if you don't
And
know.
look, and don't try to
That fine
redirect me.
line- Hey, that fine line was gonna get you caught up. So you might want to pay somebody to get these things done for you. That's gonna read them fine lines. Think about, you can give people buying houses, mortgages, cars. They don't read the paper. They ain't sign right here. You don't know. You don't have no idea
You
what
have
you're
no
signing.
idea what kind of
They
financial
said we're gonna
turmoil
put a
you
balloon note at the end of your note, meaning you're gonna pay for the car twice. You done already
Yeah.
signed. You have no idea what you just signed.
So
I mean,
and
pay
you-
somebody to read that stuff for you if you're not gonna go through and read it, because you're probably not. You
Yeah,
know, that's
and
fine.
you want somebody to represent you
And I
efficiently
could
and
understand
effectively.
it. You want a specialty. This is what I specialize in.
Right.
So I know the laws that have been updated every year. I'm aware of everything going on. So just what you
Right.
need. You need a special. You need somebody to pinpoint.
That's right, and then we're gonna end it with that. We here at Pen Pointe hope you guys enjoyed our show today, and we hope
Right.
you enjoyed Mr. Antonio. We really appreciate him coming out to our show today. And we hope
Absolutely.
you guys, if anybody out there need roofing service, gutter services, tree services, restoration services, contact them at Certified Roofing. Certified
Roofing and gutters,
Certified
certified
roofing
trees, certified restoration.
.com. Just Google certified.
Just Google
roofing,
certified.
baby.
And why
he's
get
certified.
anything done to your home is your biggest investment.
Right.
So you might want to have somebody certified on your team.
And they
That's
are
all
truly
we
certified because he's giving you all his credentials
Right.
that he had with VA. And like he said, it's not easy to get those VA credentials.
Right.
So people out there that you're watching and your veterans out there that you're watching, we hope that he inspires you and encourages you and put that spark up under you to get out there and go and try to get your own business, because that's what it's about if you are a true business owner. And we like I said, we appreciate for him coming out. Another thing is, I ain't gonna let this go, but I gotta let it go. That Charlemagne guy, he needs to be apologized for. I calling that woman a donkey. I mean, you ain't got to agree with the woman. You could have said anything. I don't agree with it.
That man rubbed you the wrong way on that one.
It ain't the point that he rubbed me the wrong way. It's just the way he did
Way
the
he
sister.
did it, yeah.
And then when her husband was speaking on the phone and they were showing, he still didn't recant, and he still stuck to his gun. And some people might say, hey, some people might say, hey, that's what he feels. He's all right with that. Man, come on, man. Don't disrespect the sisters like that.
Not at all.
That woman know her worth, whether we agree with it or not.
Yeah.
Whether you feel like she's worth it or not.
How many TV
You
shows
can
you been
disagree.
on? How many
Exactly.
auditions you
You
done?
can
You know what I'm saying?
disagree.
How many movies
but
you been
calling
in?
that woman
Nah,
a donkey,
yeah.
I think you.
And she
somebody-
been in some major movies.
And
How
not
you gonna
just- not
disrespect
even-
the queen like that, man?
Not just that, she was the queen
She
of comedy.
the queen,
Queen
man.
of comedy. I
Yeah.
just think somebody need to test his hands and go on in the corner. Don't put it on the air. Don't nobody need to know about it. You live in New York now. Maybe you think you got some skills, but you know we down here in H-Town. You know we get down here in A-Town and H-Town.
Take it how you want it.
You go ahead and go to that boxing game like if you feel you can disrespect a woman like that, like Monique. Hey, say what you want.
Monique-
I ain't into the entertainment world. I don't really
Monique-
care nothing about that. It's just a donkey part. But we thank you guys. We really thank y'all for everybody who's tuning in. I see a lot of people tuning in, and hey, I would love to call y'all names. Let me try to call some names out, because I never do, because I can't see y'all. So don't be blaming me. I'm going to try to see y'all with glasses on. All right, here we got Rodney Hagler. We thank you for watching. David Janet, my homeboy.
That's what's
I went
up.
to high school with David Janet. We thank y'all. Man. Vic Lyon, we thank you for coming out. Kevin Hawkins,
show some love.
We thank you. We thank all of y'all. Tundra King, Nelson Solomon, Darryl Wembley is watching. We thank all the people who watching. We got another bigger screen over there. But hey, listen, everybody. Oh, let me thank my daughter who intentionally called me.
Interrupted the show.
Just to let me know she was watching, little brat.
Daddy's little girl.
I love you. But anyway, we thank all the people who tune into our shows every Wednesday, every Friday. We try to give you both entertainment, but educational first on commercial real estate, because that's what Pen Pointe Brokers is about. Pen Pointe Foundation is about, and Pen Pointe Film coming soon to you guys as soon as we get everything cleared up.
You might want to get to know Mr. JL. He's been a blessing in my life. You definitely can help out a lot of people. Don't go into these leases. Don't go looking for commercial real estate without having a specialty. Here's your pinpoint, somebody that can get it done for you.
Right. So we thank you guys out there. Until Friday, if God bless us, see it, because ain't no day is promised, and that's our motto. We'll see you then. Y'all enjoy y'all the rest of y'all day.
Peace.
Peace. Y'all.